Let's get in your business.
What up, what up, what up? It's your girl S Pop coming to you live in the color and in your business. Well, my co-host Amari. First and foremost, I like to give thanks to God because we would not have been in the number today. He allowed us to see the day, right? Roshisda Edwards. First, I would like to give thanks to Miss Jackson, Marquita Jackson, for letting me interview her on last week, the Pickle Lady. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now I'm turning it over to my co-host Amari.
Okay, so first, what businesses do you own?
Well, my newest business is Vintage Special Event Center, which is a venue to host any type of events, birthday parties, weddings, receptions, bar mitzvahs, you name it. And my other business is Wild Cherry Entertainment, which is an entertainment company that is responsible for lip sync battles, ladies' nights, concerts, comedy shows, and then you name it, pretty much all in the entertainment realm.
So what made you want to start each one?
Wild Cherry Entertainment started about 9.5 years ago. It started off as a surprise birthday party for a friend of mine, and budget kind of got out of control, spent more money than I planned to at the time. I love the person, didn't like the person that much. So I decided to try to sell some tickets to the second part of the party just to kind of recoup some of my money. Ended up selling about 250 tickets and having everybody say, so when is the next party? That's literally how it got started. Moving forward, 9 years later, just kind of doing events at different venues throughout the city and in other cities. Got to the point where it's just like, it's time for me to have my own.
So your business like spreading wildfire, do like word of mouth business.
That is a funny term that you use, wildfire. It spread, and then there was a point where there was a fire. Like a literal fire. It's funny to use those words. Pretty much at the peak of my events and shows at the time, I had just come back from vacation and was getting ready to go on a mother-son date. And my son and I left out the house, and there was a storm that day, and our house got struck by lightning, and it was a total loss. So I had a house full of decor and all kinds of things that I had bought, and literally had probably just bought 2 or 3 weeks prior, and pretty much lost everything.
I remember that.
Yeah, me too.
I remember that. Roshisda, if somebody wants to rent the building, can you tell them how to get in contact with you? Do you have a web page for Vintage? First of all, we are interviewing from Vintage right now.
Hello, this is the lobby area.
So Vintage is about 5,000 square feet of rental space. The main area is about 3,000 square feet, a little over 3,000 square feet. Then we have a dock loading area. We have again, the lobby, an additional room, what I call a food room where you can serve your food out of, and then we have a kitchen prep area. Right now, the website is currently being designed, but you can reach me at the Vintage number, which is 912-231-5426, or online at Vintage Special Event Center at gmail.com, or on Facebook at Vintage Special Event Center.
Okay, you say that really, really fast. You have some people probably wouldn't have got that. But you kind of slow it down for a moment so they really can get it, because I want people to really come in and check her out.
So the number is 912-231-5426, and on all platforms it is Vintage Special Event Center, whether at Gmail, on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, I think that's, and Snapchat.
Oh, you got all the media covered. Do you have any events that's going that is coming up now that you're building that you're hosting?
That's a funny question. I'm deflected.
Do you have any buses? Like, are you traveling?
Yes, so that is another service that we offer. So with the building, if you rent the building, we can kind of do things one of two ways. If someone has a DJ or has a decorator or a caterer already lined up, which is all fine. If not, we can be a one-stop shop. We have a DJ, in-house DJ, we have an in-house caterer, and also we have an in-house decorator that are more than capable to accommodate any crowd size and any type of event. We also have a shuttle bus for wedding groups to shuttle from the church or the location to the venue, or for rent for outside events or situations.
So if they want to rent the building, I mean, not the building, they want to rent the bus, for parties and stuff, what is the set price, what the price start with?
It starts around $250 an hour. Just kind of depends on travel distance, whether or not you want the driver to sit or leave. So there's some different variables in there, but you can kind of work with any budget.
Oh, okay. So how much does the building start off with? I know you said you have different sections in the building.
So if you rent the entire building, you get the entire building for the day, which is 8 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. And that cost is $1,500 for the day, to include $12 an hour for security. Security is mandatory for every event. At the building, for not only the guests but for the preservation of the building. We also have the smaller rooms, which will be the kitchen area and the food area, that are able to be rented separately for smaller events like baby showers or birthday parties, not going over about 35 guests, and that is $650 for the day.
Oh, okay. You have any questions?
How long have you been in the business? What was the year you first started?
For vintage,
For both?
so for Wild Cherry Entertainment, it's been 9.5 years. I think that was about 2013, 14. And for vintage, we are just coming out of our first month open.
Okay, other than the actual fire, were there any more like roadblocks that kind of,
I get that question a lot. So probably just support of family and friends. I often tell people now, being in business for almost 10 years, one of the things that you should probably prepare yourself for if you're going into business is your clients are more likely to become your friends than your friends becoming your clients. Which to some degree is understandable in my area. Some of the events that I do, I am the daughter of a pastor, the sister of a pastor, the niece of a pastor. So some of the events I do to my family are probably not anything that they're too happy about. However, almost 40 years old, so it is what it is. But so to some degree, I do and don't expect the support in those areas. But that would have probably been the only other roadblock, just support, because it is kind of difficult, not kind of difficult, it is difficult running your own business and needing not even physical help, but just emotional help and support when times kind of slow down, or when you're not sure what kind of decision to make, or if something kind of goes left, and just needing that support from those that love you.
so what are some of like the legal attributes you need to start a business other than LLC? Like you have to have a certain license to do this?
So yes, of course, for the venue, yes. You definitely have to kind of go through state and local government to get licensed to be open. I can probably do it and not be licensed, which days will be numbered. A couple of businesses I know don't have that, but anyway.
We're not calling them.
Oh, definitely not. No, not
Does it take a long time?
No, not actually. It depends on how things are structured. This particular facility, prior to me taking over, was a theater and somewhat of an event space prior to. So there's a lot of codes and things that, under normal circumstances, would have to be met that were already kind of in place. So for me, it was a little bit easier transition legally, just kind of getting everything up and running. But yeah, there's definitely some ramp outside. You have to have a handicap accessible ramp for a venue. As far as for Wild Cherry, in some areas, in some counties, there's a promoter's license that is required, and some it's not. In Savannah, it is. So, yeah.
Now that you have open benches, I know you have a lot of competitors out there that have buildings that everybody are renting. What are you doing different to draw people in to come rent your building?
You like people though.
Like I really don't. I don't even like honestly consider that at all. There are some that I give their flowers to often. Miss Barbara of CMB Entertainment and Pool Event. She's an amazing person. From the moment I posted the keys on Facebook, I mean, she's just been like being an amazing mentor to some of the things that she's already gone through, being open longer than me. We actually were supposed to have lunch yesterday, or Tuesday, I think, but we had to kind of reschedule. But just being a great mentor. So somebody like her. Because I've done events for so long, I've kind of built up, I guess you could say, a following with people, or even just the respect of people based on some of my events. Sarah's one of those people that I think they kind of expect certain things from me, or in renting from me, or even purchasing tickets from me. So I try to always give one of my number one moves is give people what they pay for. So if you're paying $1,500 for a venue, I feel that it should look like $1,500. It should smell like $1,500. You should be able to come in and everything's clean, and you don't have to say, oh man, I gotta clean up this behind. That's not what people pay for. So I try to always just give people what they're paying for.
So, a lot of people have their businesses, and a lot of people tend to hire family members. And what is your take on hiring family members in your business?
Nobody wants to work with me. Nobody wants to work with me. I will say the vintage staff and the Wild Cherry staff are a very unique group of people. Although I seem to be very cool, there's another side. I like things right. And I like things right and in order. Because, at the end of the day, and I've had to express this to people along the way. When things aren't right, they won't say Sarah. Yeah, whatever. They won't say Roshisda. So I take that seriously, and I'm okay with the chatter if I drop the ball in some area. You know what I'm saying? People won't talk regardless. So, but I'm cool with it if I know I dropped the ball. It's kind of like you earned that. You didn't handle things like you should have. So whatever they're saying, you got to take that. I don't like it, but I'm okay with taking it. So as far as my staff goes, they're a great group of people, but they got some tough skin, man. Some of our events are definitely a lot more laid back, and we all just kind of play around and clown. But then there are some events that I expect, or my expectation for them and the event is to go a certain way, for it to go smooth, for it to look flawless. And I expect that out of my team. Sometimes they ask themselves, why do I even deal with her? But at this point, almost 10 years in, everybody kind of got their lanes of what their areas are, and they excel in those. So at this point, it's not really that bad. But I do have people that say, oh man, it just looks fun. I'm like, baby, everything good ain't gold. But I know I joke and I play, but when I'm serious, I'm serious. And I don't really particularly care to hear what you got to say. I just need to get it done.
I have seen that side. Okay.
Out of the 10-year span, what is the most booked event? Like, is it a wedding?
So, out of the 10-year span, the majority of that has been my own events. I have done weddings. I have kind of just orchestrated things for other people. But it's been pretty much my events. I would have to say the ladies' night parties, because that's where it started. It just kind of branched off into a whole bunch of different areas. It started with ladies' night. I was a lip syncer for I don't even know how many years. So then it kind of branched off into wanting to put together a particular type of show for the people that enjoy lip sync. And then kind of gained some business partners and got involved in doing concerts. And it's kind of branched off into a whole bunch of other stuff. But it started with the ladies night parties.
So somebody wants to do a baby shower.
My girl say, you gonna do this one way or the other. With grandma or without grandma.
Yeah.
But
I was about to say, I say that you got a good mama on your hands, so you take care of her. Whatever grandma come up with, I promise you gonna be happy.
no, I was just asking for people, you know.
Oh, but you know, for the people.
You already know.
Yeah.
Baby showers, birthdays,
All of that. At this point, I don't think there's anything I really haven't done. Probably really a bar mitzvah. I say that jokingly, but bar mitzvah is probably like the only thing that I haven't, but I'm working on it.
Hey, that's gonna be cool.
The more skills you have, the more valuable you are.
Absolutely.
I learned that a long time ago. So I try to learn a little bit of everything, just so
You'll know.
you know.
You'll know when it come about. You'll know how to handle it.
One of my old supervisors, a saying he told me a long time ago, and it stuck with me. And once you know what you know, you can't go back to not knowing.
That's right. Your son, on the other hand, I saw a post that he said he's the co-manager. So I know you only have one, and is he trying to know the business with mom? Are you trying to show him the business, or this is something that he wants to do as well? Or he wants to do his own thing?
He's learning business, not necessarily this business, because he's going to law field, and his biggest his dream is to have the first fully black law firm here in Savannah.
Oh,
So
he's gonna get it.
I'm working with just trying to get him to understand the ins and outs. My son's biggest thing is he's been sheltered a little bit, so get him just to understand people and where he's been fortunate to be surrounded by people that love him and going to give him the truth. When you walk out those doors, that ain't necessarily the case. You have to say what they need to say for the moment, and then be something else on the back end. So that's kind of where we are now, just getting him to realize, again, everything glitter and gold.
That's right.
And everybody won't be forthright with you like you are accustomed to.
So I mean, basically, like I tell my daughter, you have to speak your mind, but speak your mind in a proper manner. Don't just get out
You
there
gotta know when to turn it up and when to turn it down. Because there's a way, and I learned this because I definitely used to be a firecracker, big one. Ain't took nothing, but you have to learn.
choose your battles.
One, choose your battles, and there's a way to always get your point across that doesn't involve popping off. And that was a hard lesson that I had to learn. And then I learned in that you can do more damage not popping off.
Absolutely.
I'm talking, it's a gut punch that you can't even imagine. Being able to articulate what you need to say to somebody, look them square in the eyes. I'm talking that thing hitting the head hard. And it hits worse because you're not going off. Because now they realize they haven't gotten a part of you where they can control your temperament.
Right. Meaning that if you talk to them nice, nasty, I know this don't have anything to do with business, but I just want to get this on my chest. Meaning that you talk to somebody like nice, nasty, and know what you're saying, and know what you're talking about, and have that tone down, and they don't have you to go there. You're like,
And you can laugh at them.
Yeah.
Like it's man, listen, I'm telling you, it's always chestnut checkers. Tell you, it's always chestnut checkers. If you can sit in a situation like that and cross your leg and be like blah 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 and smile, I promise you, old people used to always tell you, and it didn't make sense until recently. Get more bees with honey than you do with water.
I feel like it just depends on the mind state.
No, I mean, if you're in a dangerous situation or you're being threatened to some degree, then but
Yeah.
Well, I'm down here.
I was 26.
Oh yeah, I was don't care. And got to a point, he said, since you won't chill out, I'm going to chill you out. Because now I have conditions that I have to take into consideration. What's more important? Upsetting myself and possibly making myself sick, or letting you upset me, or being able to verbally articulate what I need to say, laugh in your face, and keep it moving. And I just got stuff to lose now. Like, I just ain't got time to. You'll find out the people that want to get you to that point, 9 times out of 10 ain't got nothing to lose.
Absolutely, they want to bring you down to their level.
Exactly, and at that point, they won.
Well, with all that being said, what is something that you would tell somebody, like in the business that you're in? Like, what are some encouraging words you would give them?
I would say the same thing that somebody said to me. Shout out to Lotman, Pops. Don't entertain. Doesn't matter what it is. I love Pops to death. He and I have amazing conversations, and he's definitely one of the people that has helped sculpt it and mold me business-wise. And he and I were having a conversation one day. He said, you ever wonder why Keisha and I have been in business and successful as long as we have? He said, we don't entertain. Doesn't matter what somebody posts about one of the businesses or what they say, you will never see us saying anything.
It takes two to talk.
It takes two to talk.
And I told you, side to side.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody has their opinion, but when it comes to the facts, that's a
So
problem.
different.
But everybody gonna have their opinion, whether you're gonna agree or you're gonna disagree.
I used to be the person, man, like, some of these topics on Facebook and stuff, I used to be the person jumping on everybody. And I've noticed in the past 6 to 8 months, why Roshisda? For what? They gonna feel how they feel.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion is, even if my opinion is based on facts, like your mama said, it doesn't matter. That's their opinion, and they're entitled to that, whether it be right or wrong. So, situations like that, when you know that's not the case, you just pray for people and pray that one day their eyes are open and keep moving. You're gonna sit there and stress yourself out over something, and people gonna be going on about their life.
Well, I'll type it out in our backspace. That way I got it on the light.
That works. I know, did you have well, first of all, I know that you said that you was going to have the people to come out on the lawn to do
I didn't even tell you answer that question. So, Vendors and Vibes is August 7th. This is pretty much our monthly first Sunday community event. It's kind of like a festival type deal that we're trying to start for the West Atlanta community. We're going to pretty much have the lawn area in the front. People can bring out lawn chairs, blankets. We're going to set up a stage. We've got an amazing list of entertainers, local entertainers, and actually working on some mainstream artists to come every first Sunday to perform. We have comedians, we have musicians, we have a fitness instructor.
I didn't come for that, the fitness instructor. I can see I got a lot of things going on.
Everybody's going to have like a 20-minute time slot. So closer to the event, I'll probably post the time slot just in case there's something specific you want to catch. But like I said, every first Sunday, and it's geared towards being able to showcase a lot of the small Black businesses or businesses in Savannah for the community. It's free to the community. Anybody can walk up, grab them a spot, sit down. But we're going to have vendors outside. We're going to have vendors in the Bay Area and on the inside.
So they want to be a performer. Do they have
The performers, no. The vendors, there is a vendor fee. It's listed. The Eventbrite link is VVV Intage at eventbrite.com. But it is different prices for outside the Bay Area and inside. Obviously, inside is a lot less expensive because everybody will be outside, right? So, we are going to be doing a lot of donating with the Vendors and Vibes events to the Deloach Lupus Foundation. A friend of mine, Cynthia Deloach, her dad is probably, Coach Deloach. Everybody know Coach Deloach.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she's an amazing person. I've known Cynthia since 6th grade, I think. And she has her nonprofit organization. So Vintage and Wild Charity Team is going to be doing a lot of donations to help her cause. So that's one of the first events that we're going to be taking from us to kind of shuffle over there to help with what she's doing.
My daughter's in the music industry. That's why I was asking, and I was just trying to figure out, can we plug her in to come do a little show? Amari. So she is in the entertainment business. I'm saying she said she's going to do it every month, it's a monthly thing. So yes, I'll plug her in every time. Every show I do, I'll plug in everything. She's a makeup artist, music artist.
Is there music like a certain type? Will you be anything?
So this is definitely a family event. So
Some of that out.
let me know what you come up with.
Okay.
I'll be plugging in.
Let me know what you come up with.
Ms. Roshisda, I want to say thank you for letting me interview you. I want to just go around we can go around and look at the building so people can see what it's about, how it looks, and we can see what we got going on. So we're going to take a tour of Vintage, and I have Amari come back and do some closing remarks. So we're gonna go ahead and take a tour. This little area right here, we just did a little thing here, so we going with the owner so she can tell us what we're going.
So again, this is the lobby area. Depending on whatever event you have, you can restructure the lobby area or use the ticketing window if you're having a ticketing event. This space right here can be used for several different things. I know one of the weddings we had the 360 booth in that space. And this is our main space. Day. But so typically this area comes with where you at? Oh, with 10 60-inch round tables, 4 6-foot rectangle tables, 100 banquet style chairs, and clearly the Edison lights. We do have bigger house lights if you choose to use them.
We got the portraits that's on the window over here.
We have custom artwork done by Mr. Brian Priester. If you follow me this way, Alright, so this room is the kitchen prep area. We do not have a full kitchen, but we do have a refrigerator, sink, prep station. This area over here is typically on setting up their food. Set up buffet style in here. Pretty much all the space that you see is usable except office. This is why I'm a desk in my office too. What you're doing out here, if you want to kind of keep the sound, you can. But yeah, that's pretty much it. On the main floor, the max amount of tables you can get on here without a dance floor is 20 tables. If you are looking to have a dance floor, I would advise no more than about 150 people, which is about 15 tables. Still gives you a dance floor space. But this is Vintage, guys. This is pretty much it. The one thing that I didn't want for a venue space was 4 white walls. That was a pretty big thing of mine. I wanted the room to have some type of life to it, even before you put decorations in it. So, big shout out to my mama and my aunt Jean.
And the lights is.
Okay, I did that part.
That's my favorite part.
I did the lights. Everything else, I did the lights. But shouts out to my mom and my Jean. They worked day and night, probably more than I did, coming up with designs, colors, all that kind of stuff. I literally probably only did the lights and then did everything.
That's the most important part.
Yeah, well.
Hey, as that being said right there, I want to say thank you, Ms. Roshisda, for allowing us to come and visit and taking a tour. Thank you for letting us interview you.
Absolutely.
Amari says she's going to have her own baby shower here, so hey, but it is what it is. She's going to figure it out. If you put God in the midst of everything, you can do anything.
Oh, yeah.
I want to say thank you to my cameraman, which is my husband, Thomas. I want to say thank you to my lovely daughter, Amari. And again, thank you, Ms. Roshisda.
Thank you.
Y'all have a good day. This is your girl, Ash Proc and Amari. In your business. Y'all have a good day. Peace. Everybody, you know they're going to be nervous.
Like this.